Yes, respected dear youngsters, how wonderful it is to see you in today's country, whoever are contributing greatly to the growth of the nation in their places after 20-25 years. I am seeing you. Right now, I am seeing you will be there in that position. To such you, if all in all, knowledge of whole life and the world and entire scheme through Bhagavad Gita, etc., is clearly known to you, your visions for the country and the world and the humanity and entire globe not only theoretically will be loftier, but you will be able to practically do and achieve them. For that, all the seeds are sown now. One thing I want to discuss today is what study of these subjects you are having, what interactions you are doing with your friends, family members, what type of involvement you have in the world outside. Compared to that, what you are studying in Gita appears to be absolutely different. You are absolutely in a different world altogether when you come to Gita classes. That I know. But then what happened is in our this type of involvement in the outer world, outer achievements, outer gains, outer all things, what biggest thing happened in our life is we have become alien to our own real self. Our own real self as if has become alien to us. And mind you, this is not the way the growth of humanity or especially the Sanatana Dharma or Bharata Mata grown. In India, we can never neglect the subject me, the self. And obviously, common sense, if I don't mind myself, the subject, how much ever I try to make the object outer better, how can it help me in eking out happiness? Like at the body level, if I have a fever, subjectively I have fever. Now, objectively, the 10 types of eatables are there. Each one is better than the other one in taste. But will it give me taste? It will never because subjectively I have fever. My tongue is bitter. In the same way, subjectively, we have lot of ignorances, lot of wrong ideas, ideologies, notions, convictions, holding on to all these things. Outside, how much ever you achieve the prosperity, achieve the wealth, achieve the scientific investigations, the life per se will not be happy, satisfactory, contented. That's why you see the more bigger the countries in their economic growth, the more crimes and perversions there you see. Because they minded the outer wealth, but they never minded their own inner personality. Forget about the innermost self. In India, that's not the case. That's why we might have not progressed that much in the outer world, like the Western countries. But the inside, we know what is the body mind intellect complex. We know what is the actual individuality. We know how and where from the world is projected. We know how when the world is given undue value importance it binds us. These spiritual things we know, therefore we are without much of the wealth outside, keeping calm, quiet, pure, blissful, happy, satisfied, contented within. Is it not? Therefore, though it is very alien to you, but because in the knowledge of the subject or the self, it will add complementation only to your outer life. And some of you, if you are doubly wiser people, you will find more meaningfulness in the spiritual life as priority than only worldly. So, this is all for you to happen. These are the classes we are conducting. So for months, years together, you will definitely be in a condition of not being able to grasp what is said here, not being able to balance between this and what you are told to do in the outer world. But then it will be only for few years. But thereafter, first you will be able to strike the balance. Second, you will know what is ultimate, what is better, what is good, what is truth, what is worthy, and what is not so. Then you yourself will come out of what is not so important and what is giving misery, what is bondage, giving bondage. And you yourself will select what gives real liberation, real happiness, real actual evolution. So, to keeping that in view after a decade or so, to reach to that level of complete maturity inside with all the data, after which you choose what is best. This is how the data is given to you. So you have to be regular, be sincere, be intense involved in listening, and grasp as much as you can. Definitely you can. And this is a knowledge given by the Lord Himself. Hundreds and thousands and lakhs of people, Rishi and Muni, have researched it, even Grastas, everyone, and every one of them got benefit out of our Indian scripture, especially Bhagavad Gita. So when that much guarantee is there, why not? There's not even one person who can say, because of practicing Bhagavad Gita, my life is destroyed. The people who practice may be less in number because of the toughness in this, because of the easiness in the worldliness. That's different. Even the Westerners, the Islamists, कोई भी ढंग से भगवत गीता पढ़े unbiased way, they will always have to accept the glory of this Gita, which they may not proclaim outside because their biasness. But heart in heart, they know. Such is the glory of the universality of the Gita. That's why in the universities, first Gita should be taught. By the way. So then, totally different worlds, what you live in, what is in Gita class. But yet, you are given beautiful guidance and training and information regarding that most important thing, which we were missing in the chakra of only outer world, outer life. See that sixth chapter about mind, how much we discussed. Seventh chapter out of Prakriti, how much we discussed. Eighth chapter out of about two paths, how we discussed. Ninth chapter about the Rajavidya Rajugya, how many things we discussed. Tenth one, how many vibhutis were taught to us for our upasana. Every chapter, how many new things are added. Where are these things? These all things in the world. And having collected this information, whatever sadhana to be done, if you have done it, no, your personality would be with different glow, different purity, different subtlety, different magnanimity, different depth, different expansion, and totally different higher, greater abilities. Such are the abilities you can see in our Prime Minister because of the listening to the Shastras from so many Mahatmas. His vision, you saw yesterday when he addressed the ISRO, that 47 minutes, every sentence was filled with such a maturity, some inner maturity of knowledge, outer concern for the nation, and congratulations to the scientists who have achieved this appreciation. सारे मिलाकर एक घंटे में कितने बातें. So such vast mind wisdom can't be without studying Shastra, and definitely will Shastra. Others only will have a petty paltry limited vision. See his talk in Greek Athens. See his talk in South Africa a few days back when he was addressing the Indian diaspora. What a magnanimity, what a expansiveness, what an all inclusiveness, what a maturity. Because of Shastra Adhyayam. Many other also so called Sanatana Dharmi Hindu claiming leaders are there. They don't have this much depth because Shastra nahi padha unhone. Understood? So when you study our Shastras, all Upanishads, Bhagavatam, Ramayanam, and especially what we are learning now, Gita. Give a chance to me, I will talk all those also to you slowly. So let us this way, unhesitatingly, be regular, serious, sincere, expose ourselves, our mind to these knowledges, gain it, and slowly you will know the validity, reality of them. Then, when we implement them, see the benefit of inner peace, inner joy, inner contentment and satisfaction. And outside, because your behavior will be well, the Lords will bless you, the Prakriti will bless you, the whole world will cooperate with you. Oh, some byproduct. If you live the life of scriptures, along with nearing to the divine experience, all these outer benefits will come only as a bonus. Clear? Therefore, don't hesitate. Be regular in Gita classes. Thank you. Like every day, today also we'll have three things. Bhagavad Gita, followed by common sense thought, followed by our Gita Dhyanam, second shloka we'll learn. Let us start with our initial prayers. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Om Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. I'll just chant Hiranyagarbha Suktam today as a chanting, if I know it. Om Atha Hiranyagarbha Suktam, 10 shlokas it has, 3 minutes it will take. Om Hiranyagarbha Samavartatagre Bhutasya Jatah Patireka Asit Sada Adhara Prithivim Dyamute Mam Kasmai Devaya Havisha Videma Ya Atmada Balada Yasya Vishwa Upasate Prashisham Yasya Devaha यस्य छायामृतं यस्य मृत्युः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम यः प्राणतो निमिषतो महित्वैक इद्राजा जगतो बभूव य ईशे अस्य द्विपदश्चतुष्पदः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम यस्येमे हिमवन्तो महित्वा यस्य समुद्रं रसाया सहाहुः यस्येमाः प्रदिशो यस्य बाहुः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ये नद्यौ रुग्रा पृथिवी च दुह्व्या येन स्वस्तमितं येन नाकः यो अन्तरिक्षे रजसो विमानः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम यं क्रन्दसि अवसातस्तभाने अभ्यैक्षे तां मनसारे जमाने यत्रातिसूर उदितो बिभाति कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम आपो हयद्बृहतिर् विश्वमायन् गर्भं ददान जनयन्तीरग्निं ततो देवानां समवर्ततासुरेक कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम यश्चिदापो महिना पर्यपश्यत् दक्षं ददान जनयन्तीर्यज्ञो यो देवेष्वति देव एक आसीत् कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम मानो हिकंसीज्जनितायः पृथिव्या यो वा दिवं सत्यधर्मा जजान यश्चापश्चन्द्रा बृहतेर्जजान कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम प्रजापतेन त्वदेतान्यन्यो विश्वा जातानि परिता बभूव यत्कामास्ते जुहुमस्तन्नो अस्तु वयग्रस्यामपतयोरयीणाम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. So many beautiful Veda mantras with such a power. It is called Hiranyagarbha Suktam, where the Hiranyagarbha, the Virat Purusha, the Samashti, Sukshma Sharira Abhimani, his glory is explained. Kabhi padenge, I think it's there in YouTube. I might have spoken on this one. Hoga kahin. नहीं तो फिर से बोलेंगे अपलोड करेंगे. Now coming to our first topic of the day, Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We are into 11th chapter. This is called Vishwarupa Sandarshana Yoga. It has got 55 shlokas. It has got some 7 to 8 topics. In the first topic of the first 4 shlokas, Arjuna telling to the Lord that the knowledge gained by me, given by you, has removed my delusion. And in that knowledge, your glory, how you become the cause of the whole world, you told me, I understood. All this is accepted, very good, no doubt regarding it. But is it possible for me to see that you are Hiranyagarbha Rupa or Vishwarupa? That's why Hiranyagarbha Suktam we chanted. Oh Lord, if you think I can see, please show me. This is how the load of the first topic of 11th chapter of the first 4 shlokas. Among that, the first and second we have seen. Today, third and fourth we do. Before that, we will see the summary of the first and second shlokas. Clear? So, what are the first shloka? Ki Sri Arjuna Vacha Mad Anugrahaya to bless me Paramam Guhyam Adhyatma Sangnitam Yat Vachaha Uktaha Tvaya. The Parama, supremost, Guhya, secret, Adhyatma Sangnitam, named as Adhyatma. The Vachana, the speech spoken by you, Tena, having listened to it, having comprehended it, having analyzed it, having understood it, Mama Moha Vigataha, my delusion regarding the life and its purpose, the war and its purpose, the attitude to the world, in all these things, whatever, the Moha, the delusion, the misunderstanding, the wrong understandings which I had, all of them have gone away. Oh Lord, I'm in a perfect mode of clear picture as to what for I have to live the life and how I have to live the life. मेरा मोह चला गया. And second, also you have taught me. Bhavapyeyo hi bhutanam Vistarashaha maya tattaha kamalapatraksha shrutau. So by me, of all the beings, creation and dissolution has been heard from you, that they all have come from you. Thus you are permeating in all of them. Because when the mud is the cause for the pots, the mud is permeating the pots. When the gold is the cause of the ornaments, gold is permeating. So when the water is the cause of waves, water is permeating. So if you are the cause of the world, its dissolution, and say that you must be permeating the world must be in you. So you permeating in the world, you told me in the 10th chapter, you told me to the practice of the vibhuti. The vibhuti of practice is only to remove the notion that there is a world something other than independent of God. And if that notion is replaced by the knowledge that in and through everything the God is there. That's okay. But everything in you, that also I want to see. Can you show me? So that will be a third, fourth question. But in the second one, Bhavapya hi bhutanam suto vistarashamaya. By me, the Bhava, the creation, Apya, the resolution, Vistarasa, exhaustively, you told in almost every of chapter from the seventh. So that now thus may. Tattaha, from you I heard. Vistarasa, expansively. Bhava, Apya, creation and dissolution of Bhutana of all the beings. So creation and dissolution of all beings have been exhaustively heard by me when you spoke to me. Tattah. Hey Kamalamatraksha, O Lord Krishna, with lotus eyes. Mahatmyam Avyayam. And you also told me about your Mahima. That in spite of you are throwing out such a huge creation of million varieties, maintaining them, yet you remain as you are, Avyaya, unchanged, unmoved, unmodified, undestroyed. That also I have heard it. So because of these two things, the delusion has gone. What are the two things? One, from the Lord, the whole world comes, stays in Him, and goes back to Him. At all three periods of time of world coming, world staying, world going, the Lord remains unchanged, undisturbed, unperturbed. That Lord is my own self. That's what I have to discover on the seat of meditation. Then I am separate from the world is separate from me, God is separate from me. I have to be afraid of the world, God, and I have to seek the world. These mental notions, they go away. The mental notions, they'll go away. Like a bike new is standing outside the gate building. Then the youngster coming from the college, coming home thinking en route in the lift, and I want a good bike. I don't know who has given to whom, but if my father gives me this bike, how nice it would be. He goes on thinking on that I can move on that bike. I'll ask the daddy to give at least in the next year, 2 years ke baad, they deve such a good one. Then he goes on to his house. Father, mother seated there. When he was telling to father, such a good bike I have seen. "Oh, father, if such bike you can give me also, I'll also be happy. Please try, please try." Before he finished the sentence, father said, let's say, "अरे बेटा तेरे लिए मैंने खरीदा है, तुम्हारा ही है." The moment that is told or declared, will he have any more the desire for the bike and all the anxieties, excitements? No, because it's mine now. Same way, the desires for the world which you have, all of the world is already you. When this knowledge gets dawned, then you will not have any feeling that something is other than me, separate from me. I am limited, and I must get that thing to become infinite. Therefore, I must desire it. I must work for it. All the notion, delusion goes away when this knowledge comes that the Lord is me, that me, Lord alone, is expressing as the world in its creation, maintain dissolution without himself going through any change. This is not as easy as I am telling you. It is a rigorous exercise of a 10 12 lives. Every life, only this thing when you do. That's called as study, contemplation, sadhana and meditation. ये जब करोगे तो वो वाली स्थिति आ जाएगी. But for any big achievement, like Chandrayaan reached to the moon, it has to start 120 years back. 100 years back. तब से धीरे 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 develop. So too, after 10 lives, if you want to experience ourselves to be that Avyaya Paramatma in whom the world comes, stays, and goes, but it doesn't disturb me. For that, you have to start from now only listening to Geetha, starting to contemplate in that mood. Arjuna started. He is already well prepared earlier also. Therefore, one life of 30 years was sufficient for him. After the Yuddha, in the next 30 years, all this knowledge he contemplated in the self. Then he discovered the truth en route to that Swargarohana, establishing in that self only, he just leaves the body. How all the five brothers go to the Swargarohana, all that you read Bhagavatam, Mahabharata, mainly Mahabharata. So what I am saying is, Arjun says, Ki Tvattaha, he Kamalapatraksha, from you, O Lord of Lotus Eyes, Shrutam, heard by me. What is that? Bhutanam Bhava Apyayo. How the world is created and goes into dissolution. Bhava means creation. Apya means dissolution. So both things, I heard from you and I heard that all the creation dissolution happens from you and into you. And while this happening, Mahatmya Vacha Aveyam, your imperishable nature also, you told me, I am trying to grasp, understand. Lot of examples we discussed while discussing that. Just now also we said, when the water appears as wave, water's waterness has gone, not gone away, it remains as water. When the wood appears as the door and window, it never ceases to be a wood. When the gold appears as ornament, so the gold never ceases to be a gold, it is Avya. The Mula Padartha, the Dhatu is always Avya. So to the Lord remains same, on him the world is projected. Okay? And the projection are million ways, that is. No, they are very big complicated subject. Intricate होगा वो धीरे धीरे आगे बढ़ेंगे. Like the thread remaining same, the cloth is projected on it. Is it not? What is cloth if not for the thread? And very funny combination, no? You don't see the cloth as any more thread, but without the thread, cloth is not there. Take away the thread from the cloth cloth never remains there. So what are you wearing when you go to school, college? You are wearing thread only. But really thread पहन के जाओ कितना गंदा रहेगा वो. So what is the relation between cloth and thread? It's a relationless relationship. Cloth though is more useful than the thread, yet it's only appearance on the thread. Thread is reality. So too, in the Vyavahara appears to be more real to us and useful, yet the Paramatma is more substantial reality than the world. Think about it. Now, having said so, now in the third and fourth shloka, Arjuna requests the Bhagavan to show the Vishwarupa. So let us chant these two shlokas, see the meaning of it today. Wonderful it is. Right? Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Sri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Atha Ekadashodhyayah, Vishwarupa Sandarsana Yoga, Arjuna Uvacha. Four times, two times. Okay, फटाफट लगाओ टाइम. Start. Arjuna uvacha evametat yathathatvam evametat yathathatvam evametat yathathatvam evametat yathathatvam atmanam parameshwara atmanam parameshwara atmanam parameshwara atmanam parameshwara drashtumichhami te rupam drashtumichhami te rupam द्रष्टुमिच्छामि ते रूपं द्रष्टुमिच्छामि ते रूपं ऐश्वरं पुरुषोत्तम ऐश्वरं पुरुषोत्तम ऐश्वरं पुरुषोत्तम ऐश्वरं पुरुषोत्तम. कंटिन्यू. मन्यते यदि तच्छक्यं मन्यसे यदि तच्छक्यं मन्यसे यदि तच्छक्यं मन्यसे यदि तच्छक्यं मन्यसे यदि तच्छक्यं मया द्रष्टुमिति प्रभो मया द्रष्टुमिति प्रभो मया द्रष्टुमिति प्रभो मया द्रष्टुमिति प्रभो योगेश्वर ततो मे त्वं योगेश्वर ततो मे त्वं योगेश्वर ततो मे त्वं योगेश्वर ततो मे त्वं दर्शयात्मानमव्ययं 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 दर्शयात्मानमव्ययम्. together. Arjuna uvacha evametat yathathatvam atmanam parameshwara drashtumichhami te rupam aishwaram purushottama. Again, evametat yathathatvam atmanam parameshwara drashtumichhami te rupam aishwaram purushottama. Next, manyase yadi tachhakyam maya drashtumiti prabho योगेश्वर ततो मे त्वं दर्शयात्मानमव्ययं मन्यसे यदि तच्छक्यं मया द्रष्टुमिति प्रभो योगेश्वर ततो मे त्वं दर्शयात्मानमव्ययम्. टुगेदर एवमेतत् यथार्थत्वम् आत्मानं परमेश्वर द्रष्टुमिच्छामि ते रूपम् ऐश्वरं पुरुषोत्तम मन्यसे यदि तच्छक्यं मया द्रष्टुमिति प्रभो योगेश्वर ततो मे त्वं दर्शयात्मानमव्ययम्. These are the four shlokas of Arjuna in the first topic. So, having said in the first two shlokas, because of your anugraha, I heard the Paramaguhya Adhyatma Sangitam, because of which my delusion has gone away, and the delusion regarding the creation and dissolution, and your relation with that, I have understood that from you only the creation has come, stays, and goes back, and you remain as it is when the creation is there or not. All that theoretically I heard. Evam etat. Now we are telling the meaning of the third shloka. Evam etat. Evam etat means etat evam. This is true. From your mouth it came, from the Shastras I heard, other Mahatmas also told, this being so, this is so. एवं एतत् means ये सही है, ये जो कहा है करेक्ट है. एवं एतत्, एतत् एवं, this is so, this is true, this is correct. एवं एतत्. Okay, then now यथा आत्मत्वम आत्मानम. As you spoke about your own self so far in these 10 chapters, आत्मानम. Okay, एवं एतत्, this being so, यथा आत्मानम आत्था. As you spoke about yourself so far, now here Arjuna is addressing Lord Krishna with some special vocative cases. In this shloka, in the next also you see, he says Parama Ishvara. Parama Ishvara. Ishvara is ruler. Parama Ishvara is supreme ruler. Like a department is there. In that the head of department will be there. He is an Ishvara. But for all the departments, one head will be there. He is Parameshwara. In a project, if there are some 10 sub-projects, each sub-project is given one leader. So that leader again, he have 3-4 sub-projects in that. He will have another team of 5-6, one will be leading. So that out of 5, one is Ishvara. For such groups, this fellow is Parameshwara. And for these of the 7-8 groups of leaders, another leader is called Parama Ishvara. Supreme ruler, leader. Ishvara means Ishanat Ishvara. Ishana means ruling, controlling, governing. Lord is Ishvara of the world. Please listen. By being the self of the whole world. His Ishvaratva is like that. That deep Vedantic thought, you will listen when you listen to Ishahasya Upanishad, I will teach you. But here Ishvara is what? The Lord. No, Raju, king also is an Ishvara for the whole Praja. But there are, at the higher level, the Devatas are there who are ruling, controlling, governing the Prakriti, the Jivas, their Sthitigati, their requirements. So they're all Devatas, they're all Ishvara. They have their own head, like Indra, Varuna, Vayu, Kubera, Yama. Now they all have their head, the Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, and all of them have the supreme head, Ishvara of them. That one is called Parama Ishvara. Beyond him, there is nobody. There is only one body, that's called Parabrahma. That Parabrahma only through the Maya is called Parama Ishvara. So therefore, Arjuna calls Krishna as Parama Ishvara. Because from him only creation comes, stays and dissolves. Therefore, he must be Parama Ishvara. Creation includes all the creation of Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. Then also this Indra, Varuna, Vayu, Agni, Kubera. So to all the Dasadikpala, Ekadash, Sutra, Dvadas, Aditya, Navagrah, Sapta, ऋषि अष्टवसु सारे क्रिएशन में आते हैं जो अभी सूक्ष्म रूप में है काम कर रहे हैं जो हमको नहीं दिखते. Like electricity is so subtle, we don't know but it is working. So wind is very subtle, we can't see but it is working. The seed in the seeds, we don't know but it is working. In the same way, these devatas are in the subtle form, they are working. So they are all there because of the Parama Ishvara, the Lord. So Arjuna is addressing the Lord as Parameshwara. And all of them come in the part of creation, along with the creation of whole world of trees, plants, animals, birds, human beings. So many of 84 lakhs of jiva, they say, all of them are being created by the Lord only. Therefore, is Parama Ishvara. Not only created, He gave food to all of them, He gave them faculties, He gave them freedom. He will give them the result of the karma, what they do. Of every of these things, He is the ruler, controller. Therefore, He is called as Supreme Ishvara, Parama Ishvara. Like देवों के देव महादेव, ईश्वरों के ईश्वर, महाईश्वर और परम ईश्वर. Here it called Parameshwara, then is Yogeshwara. In the next shloka, Dhritarashtra को संजय जी कहते हैं महायोगेश्वरा. Last में also Yatra Yogeshwara. Good words used to address Krishna. Okay. Evametat yatha atha. Evametat means what you said is as it is accepted. Then yatha atha atmanam, as you spoke about yourself. That because the whole world has come in from you, staying in you, going back into you, therefore all of that must be in you only. Oh Parameshwar, I told you the meaning of Parameshwara. Now I am expressing my desire. What is that? Drashtum ichchami that te rupam. वो वाला आपका रूप देखने का मुझे इच्छा है, प्रबल इच्छा है. ऐश्वरम रूपम, हे पुरुषोत्तम. Another address Arjuna does to Krishna is Purusha Uttama. Purusha Uttama means he is the Uttama Purusha in whose presence only all other are living and sustaining. भगवान कौन है? पुरुषोत्तम है. Purusha means Purishena, Purusha, we have seen all of that. Purusha में Uttama Purusha. Because the Uttama Purushartha of creation, maintenance, dissolution, he only is doing. So पुरुषार्थ जो करते हैं सब पुरुष है रे बाबा. So Purushartha means effort. Even from an ant onwards, ye Brahmadeva, all of them are putting some of their effort. They were all called Purusha. पुरुषार्थ करने वालों को पुरुष कहते. पुरुषार्थ is मेहनत. When a mehnat is done for four things, therefore four purusharthas are talked in our Sanatana Dharma. When you work for the wealth, you are working for Artha Purushartha. When you are working for the enjoyments, you are working for Kama Purushartha. When you are working hard for establishing or practicing Dharma, you are doing Dharma Purushartha. When you are working hard for the Moksha, you are practicing Moksha Purushartha. But Purushartha is common, that's effort. जिसके लिए जो एफर्ट करते हैं उसको वो पुरुषार्थ कहते हैं. वो पुरुष जो पुरुषार्थ करता है उसको पुरुष कहते हैं. About all Purushas, he is a Purusha Uttama. Why? Because he is the one who is creating, maintaining, dissolving, and he is the one who is facilitating for all jivas to fulfill their own Purushartha of Dharma, Karta, Kama, Moksha. इस कारण से उनको पुरुष उत्तम कहते हैं. And in ग्रामर लैंग्वेज उत्तम पुरुष को रिवर्स करो तो पुरुषोत्तम को रिवर्स करो, इट बिकम उत्तम पुरुष. उत्तम पुरुष इज फर्स्ट पर्सन सिंगुलर. मध्यम पुरुष इज फर्स्ट पर्सन सेकंड पर्सन सिंगुलर. प्रथम पुरुष इज थर्ड पर्सन सिंगुलर in Sanskrit. So the Uttama Purusha is first person singular. So therefore in everyone's heart as the first person singular is Paramatma only there. Already we seen in 10th chapter the first Vibhuti Aham Atma Gudakesha Sarvabhutashe Stitah. सारे जीवों में आत्मा के रूप में मैं ही हूं. That Atma is Uttama Purusha grammatically. And I am the Uttama Purusha. I am talking to you or Madhyama Purusha. We both are talking to be about the third fellow. It is Prathama Purusha. Third person, second person, first person. So in everyone, whatever they talk themselves with the relation with body, etc., as man, women, etc., heart in heart, in every one of them, for them to give the selfhood or individuality, what is present is that God only. Therefore, God alone is Uttama Purusha, therefore Purushottama, whether you accept or not. So Arjuna addresses Krishna, Hey Purushottama, Hey Parameshwara, what you said is right. Now, what form you told about yourself? Yatha Atta Atmanam Tvam. Hey Parameshwara, Te Rupam Drashtum Ichchami. I am desirous of you, seeing that Rupa of you. It is my desire. Drashtum Ichchami Te Rupam. Okay. And which Rupam it is? Aishwaram. Ishwariya Rupa. What is the Ishwariya Rupa? Your wholesale Rupa, where your all forms, all knowledges, all strengths, expression of all these things in practice. Everything at one go I want to see. That is called Ishwariya Rupa. परमेश्वर ऑलरेडी कहा है, तो ये परमेश्वर, ये तो सिद्धांत आपने बोला, explanation you gave me, theoretically you explained to me, but physically, practically with my eyes I want to see. ते ऐश्वरम रूपम द्रष्टुमिच्छामि, द्रष्टुमिच्छामि ते रूपम ऐश्वरम. हे पुरुषोत्तम, हे पुरुषोत्तम, I want to see your Ishwariya Rupa. You are there now in front of me as a Krishna, okay. But that Ishwariya Rupa, Rama, okay. ये सब तो ईश्वर ही है, but Parama Ishwara Rupa I want to see, where the whole world is in you. So in that Ishwariya Rupa, what do we see? Ki Bhagavan is full of all his knowledge, all his strength, all his viryata, all his tejas, all his various expressions, and all his variety of expressions of variety of activities. Please remember one thing. Bhagavan is expressing as an earth, but is not the earth in Gola Akara, elliptical? Yeah, that shape also Bhagavan. Now, is not the earth is rotating around its own axis? Yeah, that rotation also is Bhagavan. Is not revolving around the sun? Yeah, that also is the expression of God. Earth, its capacity, its rotation, its revolution, and the orbit in which it's moving. Remember, all of that is God. That is called Ishwari Rupa Bhagavan. Like my Ishwariya Rupa is my own body. Every part belongs to me. Every part is me. Through every part of body, I am expressing differently. That is my Ishwariya Rupa. Again, each are different. Walking through the leg is different from working through the hands, is different from talking through the mouth. But that is what is my Ishwara Rupa. I only talk through mouth, walk through leg, work through the hands, listen to the ears, look through the eyes, smell through the nose, touch to the skin, think through the intellect, feel through the mind. कौन है ये सब? मेरे ही ईश्वर रूप है वो. And a thinking person, a talking person, a going person, they're all absolutely opposite, different from each other. Not opposite. So the world is different from each other. But in and through all of that, Bhagavan only is there doing all that. That is the Ishvara Rupa that I want to see. Drashtumichame te rupam Ishwaram, Ishwaram he Purushottama. Then he just feels, Arjuna, ki has he asked anything which is impossible for the Lord to tell or beyond my deservability to listen or know it or see it? गुस्ताखी तो नहीं कर रहा हूं मैं. Therefore, he just beautifies, modifies, makes his question little more modest and humble. In the fourth shloka, He Prabhu, again Yogeshwara. See how many four addresses he has addressed Lord in these two shlokas. He says in the fourth shloka now, Manyase yadi tat shakyam maya drashtrum iti. He Prabhu, tat, that Vishwarupa, drashtum, to see, maya shakyam, is possible to me. Manyase, if you really think like that. If you imagine or think that I am capable of seeing the Vishwarupa can be seen by me. In that case only. तो योगेश्वरा, again is addressing हो योगों का ईश्वर, योगियों का ईश्वर, योगेश्वर ततः, thereafter me, to me, tvam, you, darshaya, show, atmanam, your rupa, avyayam, which is Ishwariya, Vishwarupa, you show me. If you think I am capable of seeing it, you show. If you have a doubt, don't show me. So in this, Arjuna's humbleness. He is not doubting Krishna. Okay, what you spoke is wrong, therefore you can't show your Vishwarupa. Pakad mein aa gaye. No. He says what you spoke is right. Yathat tattvam. And I know you can show the Vishwarupa. But if you think I can't see, then don't show me. And if you think I can see, please show me. So in that, the subtle desire or request is what? Even if I can't see, make me see by giving some special flowers. That is why in a smiling manner, भगवान समझ लेते हैं, अच्छा इसने ऐसा पूछा, इसका अर्थ क्या है, इसको लायक बना के दिखा दूं. That's when Bhagavan shows in the beginning, Arjuna can't see because he has Charva Chakshu, not Divya. Then Bhagavan gives Divya Chakshu. Because of his desire, his humbleness. Hey Bhagwan, if you think I can see, then only show. If not, don't show. Or if you think I can see, don't show. If you think I can't see, give me the ability and then show. Because that much Baliya or Balavan or Prabala or deep or intense is my desire to see your Parameshwara, Ishwara, Yogeshwara, that Vishwarupa. Show that. Ultimate desire he asked, show me the Vishwarupa. But in a very humble manner he asked. And in that intricately he said, if I can see, you show. If not, make me able to see and show. मन्यसे यदि तत् मया द्रष्टुम इति हे प्रभो हे योगेश्वर ततः मे योगेश्वर ततो मे दर्शय रूपम आत्मानम अव्ययम योगेश्वर ततो मे त्वं दर्शय आत्मानम अव्ययम शो मी योर अव्यय आत्म रूप दैट इज द ईश्वरीय रूप और विश्व रूप आई एम टेलिंग अगेन एंड अगेन व्हाट इज विश्व रूप विश्व के रूप में भगवान and in our definition vishwa means all the world of things and beings therefore all the worlds and things and beings contained in bhagwan that rupa of bhagwan. Why it is to be contained in him? Because he's the container. They're all contents. He's beyond all of them. In him, they're all contained. Then, having heard this question, now in the next shloka, Bhagavan starts straight away showing to Arjuna for 3 or 4 Suddenly realizes, Array, this I am showing is different level. This fellow is a different level. He can't see it. So let me give him Divyam Dadamite Chakshu. Bhagavan gives Divya Chakshu. Then Sanjay ji describes it to Dhritarashtra. In the meantime, Arjuna starts seeing, and whatever he sees goes on explaining in all those 15 to 43 shlokas. पश्यामि देवान् तव देवदेहे सर्वान् सदा भूतविशेषसङ्गान् ब्रह्माण्डमीशं कमलासनस्थं ऋषींश्च सर्वानुरगांश्च दिव्यान् अनेकबाहूदरवक्त्रनेत्रं पश्यामि त्वां सर्वतोऽनन्तरूपं नान्तं न मध्यं न पुनस्तवादिं पश्यामि विश्वेश्वर विश्वरूप दंष्ट्राकराळानि च ते मुखानि all of that beautiful chanting. If we are also Lord Krishna's Bhakta and request him, he will also show that Vishwarupa. Vishwarupa is at one go, the whole universe is shown as if contained in the Lord. And it is so, it is true. So Lord is he who contains the whole world in him, he is the container. And yet he has not changed himself from being the pure conscious existence. With his own infinite power, he is playing the play of the multitude of the so many things and beings of names and forms. These are the essence of the whole Vedanta. When you are with me for next 10 years, every day I'll pump to you this knowledge. Sun Sunkar, your intellect will become sublime, subtle, complete in this information. Then on the seat of meditation, you discover the Lord who is beyond all this. So you'll see him transcendentally on the seat of meditation. Through all this theoretic knowledge, immanently everywhere you see the Lord. हर जगह वही भगवान है. That is the meaning of Antarvahisya Tat Sarvam Vyapya Narayana Sthita Ityadi Mantras. Okay? Today we'll stop here. 2 shlokas we thought, we have done them also. So tomorrow also 1 or 2. ऐसे दो करेंगे तो 55 shlokas in less than 20 days we can do them. Yeah, elaborate करने का है तो करेंगे. These are only details more than any philosophical explanation. Therefore we can do it quickly. Another introduction, thoda sa summarizing earlier portion, telling the name of the chapter, what is the use of seeing the whole world as Bhagwan's Vishwarupa. एक चीज daily थोड़ा add करेंगे so that the discussion becomes comprehensive. So after seeing this today, now let us go to our the next second topic of the common sense thought. Hmm. Hmm. So today's common sense thought is mind's mischief of remaining in immaturity regarding the things to do to achieve the things to be achieved. Therefore, it is engaged, involved in doing those things which are not supposed to be done, leading to that result which is not wanted. This is the mischief of the mind every moment. हर moment में, like at this moment, am I clear what I am doing and to achieve what? ऐसे कर ही आ रहे हैं जिंदगी में कुछ ना कुछ काम. Highest philosophically, I am not talking. Even in लौकिक व्यवहार के लेवल में भी Are we aware of every moment what to do to achieve what? What to achieve astral level is not clear every moment. Therefore, what to do, how can you be clear? Then how can we expect that alone is done? But जिंदगी चला रही है मन पूरा निरंतर. No, as if the bile or the buffalo pulling the cart is hit by the owner and then it is moving here and there, itself not knowing where to go. है ना? It doesn't know. कहाँ जाना है कितने स्पीड में, है ना? पीछे कोई डंडा लगाना पड़ेगा. In the same way, somebody is telling us and we are doing something to reach nowhere. This is all mind's mischief. Then what is to be done? Bring the intellect. Then exactly analyze and know what to achieve. And to achieve that, what to do. That awareness of thing to be achieved and thing to be done. At every moment we have, we are really great individuals regarding living life perfectly. Being aware of it. Some things can be casually without much being aware. You can do like, I'm hungry to remove the hunger and I'm weak to get the strength, I'm eating the food. ये तो गधे इधर हर दिन करते हैं इसलिए उसका ज़्यादा ध्यान नहीं. But even that also one can be very aware of how much is my hunger, how much food I should eat so that I should be quenching my hunger and getting the energy at the same time not overeating to suffer the overeating. That awareness, even at the time of eating food, even sleeping. I'm sleepy, I sleep. But how many hours to sleep? How much you are tired? Very much tired, तो 1 घंटा ज़्यादा सोना ही पड़ेगा. Where you are not at all tired, doing nothing, then 4 hours are enough to you. You are not physically, mentally tired. So you are knowing that at every moment and doing that. In general, I am talking. मतलब, even these minute things also, an intellect should know it and thus make the mind execute them. Apart from that, I am telling. Am I going? Which cell phone I am opening? Which TV channel I am going? Which are the friends I am talking to? What is the subject matter I am discussing with them? और कर क्यों रहे हैं? What is the goal of all of that? And is that goal, first of all, which we have chosen, is it worthy? And if the goal itself is not worthy, then all the means adapted to follow that goal are also waste of time, waste of human life. Therefore, the mind's mischief of keeping on doing something, which has no goal or purpose substantial to achieve. Bas kuch hi kariya. Very lazy, very immature mind it is. Like you see that buffalo going. Why it is going? At the most to find a grass or find a shade to sit. Khana, we are also living life just to get some money and comfortably sit and watch TV and sleep. इतना ही कर रहे हैं अपन. This is mischief of mind. The intellect should come. Who are we, human being? What is expected out of us as a service to the world? What is expected out of us for our own evolution? All these clarities we have to have. According to that, we have to every moment live. That life is the real life, full of awareness as to what I have to achieve and what I have to do for it. And exactly that's what I am doing, which is a Maha Yogi's Lakshana it is. But I'm just informing, even that can be a common sense thought to begin with at the gross level. And in that way, when you become observant, no, many necessary things which we were doing, we start doing, and many unnecessary things which we do, we can avoid it. But first, intellect has to come, and it should clearly understand as a human being what I have to achieve and what I have to do in general, and particularly to achieve the thing to be achieved. In that clarity, when we use the intellect and think, we can see. We will not be doing those things by which we regret later on. Yeah, ये मैंने क्यों किया, वो क्यों नहीं किया मैंने. Why didn't I do the good? Why I did the bad? I have not avoided the bad. किमहगम साधु ना करवम किमहगम पापम करवम. अच्छा क्यों नहीं किया, बुरा क्यों नहीं छोड़ा. Those regrets will not come. So little subtle thought today. Mind's mischief of engaging in something which is unproductive because of lack of the information as to what to be achieved, therefore for that what to be done. Most of the time is wasted. Keeping away the philosophical, spiritual things at your own age as youngsters. For you, always you should have awareness through the intellect that your goal is to get good marks in this subject or get good rank in this or get the seat in that particular college through competitive exam or get through this job through this competitive exam. ये goal होकर mind should be doing only that thing every moment. You cannot think anything else. हाँ, in between खाना पीना सोना which are necessary, उस समय तो 10 मिनट खा ली, 2 घंटा सो गए, ठीक है, come back. But are we that way pakka? Even though we are human being with intellect, which can think and plan in this way the goal and means, any moment we are not pakka. Not only you the youngsters, people who have lived life fully up to 70, 60 years. अब तक गधे भैंस के टहलने के लिए निकल रहे हैं. They don't know what to achieve, what to do. Just like that, blindly wasting the time. Even I am between two classes. I must know clearly what is to be achieved and what I have to do for it. Anything doing is not dignity or maturity ना. वैसे कुछ भी कर सकते हैं और कुछ भी करना और जो करना वही करना, फर्क है कि नहीं. तो in between classes I must prepare for the next class. Is it not? I must prepare my mind and intellect for the inspiration, for right information to give to the youngsters. I must know that I have to do. There's no moment where I am not doing, and every doing is depending on what I have to achieve. And I am aware of what to achieve and what to do, and I am doing it also. This is called as common sense in its completeness. In this today's talk, think about it. सुनो 2-3 बार, दिमाग लगाओ, ठीक है. Now let's come to our third topic of learning the stotra shloka. We have started Geetha Dhyanam. One shloka we have done 2 days. Today we'll do the second shloka. Before that, the first one is Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्. First shloka. Now see the comprehensiveness of the writer's vision in giving in one shloka all the details that are required. वो भी श्लोक के रूप में. Beautiful. See one by one question. What is this text called as? Bhagavad Gita. Where it is found? Madhye Mahabharatam. Who has given it? Bhagavata Swayam Krishnena. To whom it is given? Parthaya. For what purpose? For doing the Pratibodhana to him. And who has written it? Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina. Okay. Then what is the theme of this whole Gita? Advaita Amrita Varsha. What is the outcome of that? Bhavadveshini. There is no more samsara, dukkha or sukha or suffering or janma marana. See, who is Vyasa Purana Muni? How many questions? What is this text? Where is it found? Who has written? What is the theme? What is the result of it? And who gave it? And to whom? And where? And then how it is contained in Ashtadashadhyayini. महाभारत के युद्ध के मध्य में बताया गया और महाभारत टेक्स्ट के बीच में लिखा गया. लिखने वाले व्यास, बोलने वाले कृष्ण, सुनने वाले अर्जुन. अद्वैत की अमृता वर्षा है इसमें. एंड द रिजल्ट इज भवद्वेषा. इट हैज गॉट 18 चैप्टर्स. अष्टादशाध्याय. एंड शी इज डिवाइन, दिव्य एंड मदरली. अम्बा, भगवती. भगवती इज डिवाइन मदर एंड अम्बा इज मदर. And there is a pratigna. Tvam anusandadami. How we have to get benefit of it, to get the freedom from bhavadvesha, to get freedom from the samsara, you have to do the, what is called, anusandadami. And anusandana means it is our own pratigna and our own commitment or fulfillment of our pratigna in our own interest. If you don't have interest of your own liberation and you are not interested to commit for the Gita's anusandanam, go suffer in the world. Who says not? Nobody can stop. Krishna told Arjuna, and he left whether Arjuna practiced or not. He said, Yatechasta Thakur, he washed his hands and gone away. Good words and good guidance are given by the world for us to receive and practice. If we don't receive and practice, it will not create any loss to the giver. He is a free bird, it goes on moving. Our gurus, our shastras, our devata, they're all free bird. Whether you practice and get benefit or not, why don't they bother? It is I have to have concern for my own life's growth. Therefore, I must study and I must practice. That is why Ambatvam Anusandadami. Bhagavad Gita, oh Mother Bhagavad Gita, I am doing Anusandhana to study you regularly. Please bless me to be in this continuity, also the grasp the essence of it. Oh Bhagavad Gita, help me in getting out of the samsara, the Bhavadveshini. How complete, see that shloka, all details are given. And all of the put together gives the glory of Gita. Why? Because giver is Krishna, receiver is Krishna, and the writer is Krishna. Krishna is Bhagavan only. and thousands and millions it has get liberated. It has made people get liberation through this Gita. Therefore, that Gita must be studied by us like Arjuna Anusandadami. Okay, now in the second shloka, Vyasa Bhagavan is respected, who is the author of this. Okay, the shloka is Namostu te. Te namaha astu. Salutations to you, pranams to you. The pranam includes the upasana karna, unka bhajan karna, kirtana karna, namaskar karna, prarthana karna. All of that is used in one word, Namostu. So te namaha astu. In that surrender also is there, worship is there, obedience is there. Namaskar ek shabd है, इसमें सारे आ जाते हैं. You be mature to understand the magnanimous meaning of it. Namaha astu te. Who are you? Vyasa. Bhagavan Vyasa. And who is the Vishala Buddhi? Whose Buddhi is so Vishala that he has written so many Puranas, Itihasa, Brahma Sutra, Veda Vyosana. With the Buddhi which is not Vishala, you can't talk, you can't do all that. Like yesterday we have seen our Prime Minister. Vishala Buddhi. First he moved through all the gallery of the scientists. Then when he was welcome to talk, then he started slowly telling the thing that is achieved. Then the glorification of scientists for half an hour he has done. Then slowly named them. Shiva Shakti, then Tiranga, then 23rd August declared as the Indian Space Day. And thereafter, the contribution of the space industry itself in the country's development, not only in the rocket launching, but in everything. He explained the space technology only tells when is the cyclone happening, where is it coming from, how speed it will come, when will it touch the shore. If that thing is not done by space technology, we can't know to protect our life and all. He get jokingly told one thing: the amount of money saved by the space technology by alerting us through its observation about the arrival of the cyclones. Half of that money is enough for us. Half of the money, that money is enough for us to send more and more Chandrayaan to the moon. He said, like that, so many things. The Vatavaran ka kaho, all the during pandemic, all communications, even otherwise done by space technology only. बड़े बड़े युद्ध सब कुछ आजकल. Why he was saying all that? In telling the people that now more than the earth, space is important. So all youngsters should attend to the space technology. Now space being infinite, opportunities are infinite. Now you go for it. One moon we touched and showed you we can go. Now there is other planets, other stars, other galaxies are there. Infinite are your possibilities. Now embark on that. And he gave the idea. All the Vedas talk about the space science, the astrological science. Beautiful shlokas, texts also are there. सूर्य शास्त्र, चंद्र शास्त्र, नक्षत्र शास्त्र, ये सब है. इनको पढ़कर उसको आधुनिक विज्ञान से जोड़ो. This is my job given to the youngsters as well as retired people, he told. No, it's called Vishala Buddhi. How much spiritual knowledge he quoted from Vedas. I was surprised. I was searching, where is it? Not Gita, Upanishad, Ramayana, Bhagavad. Vedas say. Oh, that is more tougher to remember that. I never dared to do so. Gita ke eka shloka, I know it, but not that. So quoting the Veda shloka and giving the projects for future, Gaganyaan and all of them, assuring them of the help, wishing them, and globalizing India's achievement. That is not only our achievement, because the whole world is listening. इतना बड़े ऐसे विशाल बुद्धि. And the Vishala Buddhi, the moment he landed from that South Africa or Greece, whatever, first he went Bangalore only, addressed them, then other program. तो ये जो को महायोगियों का लक्षण होता है विशाल बुद्धि. कुंचित बुद्धि is I, me, myself, my selfishness, my TV, my eating, my buffalo like sleeping, my 2-3 friends, इनके साथ गप्पे मार के गोलगप्पे खाते हुए बर्बाद करना जिंदगी. This is the कुंचित बेवकूफ वाली बुद्धि. I am sure you are not belonging to that useless category. My dear youngsters, Vishala Buddhi is our Veda Vyasa Bhagavan. Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhi. Then Fullara Vindayata Patra Netra, the one whose eyes are like the fully blossomed lotus flowers eyes. Fulla means blossomed. Aravinda, lotus. Ayata means like. Patra means petal. Netra, the one who has got the eyes like the petal of the fully blossomed lotus. Fullara Indayata Patra Netra, E Vyasa Te Namahastu, E Vishala Buddhe. Yena Tvaya, that by you, Bharata Taila Purnaha. Prajalito Jnanamaya Pradipaha, by whom the lamp of knowledge is lit with the oil of Sriman Mahabharata Shastra. So Mahabharata is a Shastra which is like an oil with which the lamp of the knowledge is lit there. So Mahabharata is nothing but Jnanam. The 1 lakh shlokas, 18 parvas, that's all Jnanam. In that, all of them are there. Adhyatmik Jnanam, Rajaniti Jnanam, Kshangika Jnanam, Bhautika Jnanam, Rasayana Jnanam, embryology, astrology, astronomy, Bhugarbha Shastra, Kanija Shastra, everything is there in Mahabharata. It is called Jaya Samhita. There is no knowledge which is not there in Mahabharata. Every knowledge in the world must be there. The warfare, the archery, the science, the technology, the music, all have come in Mahabharata. That is why it's called as Bharata Taila Purnaha Jnanamaya Pradeva Pajapa. And among all the jnanas, the main jnana is the Mukti giving Tattva Jnana. Therefore, Tattva Jnana is again and again repeated in Mahabharata. Geetha is a part of Mahabharata. Vishnu Sahasranam is part of Mahabharata. Shiva Sahasranam is part of Mahabharata. Sutta Samhita is part of Mahabharata. Vidurniti is part of Mahabharata. So they're all Jnana Khandas. All of them aimed at giving moksha. Even the Sanat Sujatiyam and all those texts. महाभारत के अंदर ही इतने सारे ज्ञान के प्रकांड है. There you see Yudhishthira, Bhishwacharya giving to our Yudhishthira in that 18 or 16 or 20,000 shlokas. Every jnanam, as I told you now, Rajaniti Shastram, Artha Shastram, Paura Shastram, Rasayana Shastram, Vijnana Shastram, सब कुछ भीष्माचार्य जी सिखाते हैं युधिष्ठिर को. So therefore, O Lord, by you, the knowledge lamp is lit with the oil of Mahabharata Shastra. To such Vishala Buddhi, you, O Lord Vyasa, whose eyes are like the fully blossomed lotus petal, my salutations to you. So Namahastute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe, Ullara Vindayatavata Netra, Yena Tvaya, that by you, Bharata Taila Purnaha, Jnanamaya Pradipaha, Prajwalitaha. That Mahabharata Rupi great text, which is like an oil, used it to light the lamp of wisdom. See the poetic way of explaining. These are the glorious, our saints and sages who have written these type of shlokas, lakhs and crores in number. Instead of studying all these shastras, you are getting lost somewhere else, my dear friends. Make a point to study every day 1 hour our shastras and 41 hour listening to me. So 2 घंटे आप मेरे को दे देना चाहिए हर दिन. तभी जाकर इंटेलेक्ट विल ग्रो, यू बिकम कैपेबल ऑफ अचीविंग ग्रेट गोल्स, कंसीविंग ग्रेट गोल्स. अदरवाइज कोई नौकरी नहीं दे रहा है बाबा, कम से कम चपरासी बनाया, वो भी करने को लायक नहीं है. गेट किक्ड बाय एवरीबॉडी. Finally get married and wife also kicks you, and children will be born even to buffaloes. They will also kick you. And eating football, you look like football only. Do you want to live that wretched life? Or listen from our Shastras all knowledge by giving to ours every day and grow like Vyasa, Vishala Buddhi Bano. Don't become Kunchita Buddhi. Like this is the shloka. Further, let's see 1 or 2 thoughts and the continuation tomorrow. So these are the 3 things from Geetha Dhyanam. This shloka today we learned. Namostute. Let us chant it 6 times. ओम व्यासानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध सिद्ध्यर्थम पुराणे इतिहासोक्त भगवद भागवत दर्शनानुग्रहणो प्राप्त्यर्थम सनातन धर्म से वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृते पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थमस्मिन् कर्मनिष्ठानां दिग्विजयार्थम समस्त युवानां च संकल्पित तत्कर्म दिग्विजयार्थं च तेषां देशभक्ति धर्मभक्ति सनातन भक्ति शास्त्र भक्ति गुरु भक्ति माता पितृभक्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं च गीता ध्यानांतर्गत व्यास संबंधी श्लोक से पारायण सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नमोस्तु ते व्यास विशाल बुद्धे फुल्लारविंदाय तपत्र नेत्र येन त्वया भारत तैल पूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमय प्रदीपः. नमोस्तु ते व्यास विशाल बुद्धे फुल्लारविंदाय तपत्र नेत्र येन त्वया भारत तैल पूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमय प्रदीपः. नमोस्तु ते व्यास विशाल बुद्धे फुल्लारविंदाय तपत्र नेत्र येन त्वया भारत तैल पूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमय प्रदीपः. नमोस्तु ते व्यास विशाल बुद्धे फुल्लारविंदाय तपत्र नेत्र येन त्वया भारत तैल पूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमय प्रदीपः. नमोस्तु ते व्यास विशाल बुद्धे फुल्लारविंदाय तपत्र नेत्र येन त्वया भारत तैल पूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमय प्रदीपः नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः. We have done the second shloka Geetha Dhyanam. This is what common sense thought. Use the intellect, know what to achieve and do that alone. And in Gita, we have seen Arjuna asking Krishna, कि एवमेतद् यथा तत्त्वम् आत्मानं परमेश्वर द्रष्टुमिच्छामि ते रूपम् ईश्वरं पुरुषोत्तम मन्यसेति तच्छक्यमया द्रष्टुमिति प्रभो योगेश्वर ततो मे त्वं दर्शय आत्मानम् अव्ययम्. Thank you, dear friends. Om Durjana Sajjano Bhayat Sajjana Shanti Vapnayat Shanto Mucchit Vande Bhyamuktasya Mochet Asato Masat Game Tamasoma Jyotirgame Muktyarma Tangamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachide Purnasya Purnamada Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Om Sevar Bhyarma Bol Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai Gita Mata Ki Jai Vedavyas Bhagavan Ki Jai Samasta Rishimurku Devata Parampara Ki Jai Ajananda Ki Jai Samasta Yo Mandala Ki Jai. Today we have learned Vyasa Bhagavan Shloka, who is the source for all this wisdom to us. Thank you. Yeah. Shubhratri. See you tomorrow in the next shloka.